that, Justin. And October is full of so many different causes. And one of those is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And one organization that doesn't limit their advocacy to just one time a year is EVE, which stands for End Violent Encounters. And to talk about that today, we have Kelsey. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Well, welcome into Studio 10. But first, I want you to just tell us, what is EVE and what do you guys do?
So End Violent Encounters is a tri-county organization. We are a domestic violence shelter and resource center, as well for sexual assault advocacy and elder abuse. So we do a mirage of many different services for the tri-county community.
Yeah, a lot of different services that hit home
Yes.
for a lot of different people. Can you also just shed light on how frequently domestic violence happens to people throughout our community? Because a lot of times we think this is an issue that's so far away from us.
Absolutely. So about 1 in 3 women will experience domestic violence or intimate partner violence within their lifetime. 1 in 4 men, and then actually the number increases significantly for our transgender neighbors, which is over 50%.
That's wow. And that happens to, you know, the numbers are so great, but you guys do a lot of work to decrease them. So can you tell us, I know we have the pumpkin drive coming up, but what are other ways that you guys work to decrease those numbers?
So we do a lot of advocacy work. So we have sexual assault advocates, domestic violence advocates. Of course, we have our shelter in which we are providing support for anyone that needs it within our community. We also do outreach, and so teaching the community to destigmatize certain things and bring education so that we're armed with that knowledge to do good for our neighbors or our family, right? Because it does hit close to home for a lot of people. So
yeah, and I think that education component is one of the most important things that you can do, is first learning about it, so this way you know exactly how to act on it.
Exactly. We even have a KSART program, which is the Capital Area Sexual Assault Response Team, and that is changing systems within larger agencies that we have in our community so that we can put the best foot forward for survivors and making sure that we can help them along their healing journey.
That's wonderful. Now, of course, you guys do so much, but now you're actually inviting the community to help work with you. Now, tell us about the pumpkin drive that you're doing and how this supports a lot of your survivors.
So I would like to say that Jose Yanez is the owner of Full Circle Financial. He's been doing a pumpkin giveaway for the last few years, just free to anybody that stops by. He usually buys 100 pumpkins and sets them out in front of his business, and just whoever stops by gets them. We heard about this and we wanted to get involved for multiple different reasons. One, we want to provide pumpkins for our residents in shelter because some of them do have families, or even if they don't, I mean, I love carving pumpkins, I love painting pumpkins, I love, like, you know, the Halloween season. So providing that for our residents just to kind of normalize things is really important. And so that, along with just being out in front in the community, just giving out things and, you know, showing our face and giving out resources just to make sure that they know we're here for them, and, you know, partner with some amazing businesses. And
That's wonderful, and I love that factor of bringing back the normalcy with different families who right now, like you said, are with you in the shelter. And right now when they're looking for joy and they're looking for happiness and they're looking for a different way to find that, you guys have these pumpkins and can get them involved too as well.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. So can you remind us again one more time about the pumpkin drive in terms of where it is and where people can attend, where they can donate them to?
Yeah, absolutely. So you're going to see us outside of Full Circle Financial on October 20th and 21st. We'll have a tent out there with some of our staff taking pumpkins from 12 to 3. And then on the 22nd, we're going to have Jose out there with all their pumpkins. We're going to have the pumpkins that people donated that didn't go to our shelter, just out available for anybody that needs it. So, yeah.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Kelsey, because the work that you're doing, you'd be surprised how many lives it's really impacting. So thank you so much, and we'll have more information about the pumpkin drive online and how you all can get involved. And staying